Something we've only seen less than a handful of times since this franchise was born back in the 90s, and that's Jacksonville hosting in the playoffs as we welcome you to TIAA Bank Field. Straight ahead, it's a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl, and it'll be a great one between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Jacksonville Jaguars. The winner here goes to the Super Bowl, and we'll know soon enough which team that'll be as we are underway in the AFC title game.
Let's go, baby.
Set, ready? 10 Lobo.
Too low,
The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Greystone, travel. Look at me. Zipper. Shoot.
Now Joe Mixon takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8.
Yep. Hey, 2.
43 to Mike, boy, 43.
Ready?
He'll drop to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. Time will tell if that's an interception that rattles the rookie here. First drive on the road.
And you know the discussion going into the game centered on, okay, let's get out nice and easy, take care of the football, we're on the road. You're a youngster, let's not make mistakes early. But now the conversation will shift to, okay, put it behind you, move on. Long way to go in this one.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A first carry for Leonard Fournette. Just a yard on the first down carry. It's 2nd and 9.
You better come harder next time, son.
He's brought down at the 39-yard line. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 39-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
I got you, boy. Go, Mike.
General West. Get.
From the gun, Gordon. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Carl Lawson. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Throwing on 3rd and long. Gordon. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got a turnover? We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them.
58, right over there, right over there. Yeah, yeah. Mike.
Hey, foxtrot, foxtrot.
Off the play fake. Gordon. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Right there on the coverage was the safety, Jesse Bates.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
A pass complete here to Conley. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flex because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
And 58 is the mic. Go 58 is the mic. Let's put him on the buses. Let's put
Go. Hey, high 7.
Mike, 58, right there. Hey, we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball.
On third down, Gordon. He may try and run for this. A solid run of 11 there as he tucked it and ran, but he's still short of the marker, and it's fourth.
I like his effort there. He got it done on his own. But let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the first down. Every possession in the postseason magnified, and look, it's just the opening drive. They didn't get the touchdown they wanted, but at least they got on the board.
They got on the board. They've got their home crowd into it as well. And remember, in the playoffs, the game slows down a little bit, so every point is precious.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Hey, Delta. Blue draw Corkers.
Check hot route. Hot, hot. Check nickel, nickel, nickel.
Let's go.
2nd and 5. Airing it out deep for Smith. And that's caught inside the 35. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one good for 37 yards.
Here we go.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Back to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, DJ Hayden. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
But we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, what do you think? You get the ball off the turnover near the middle of the field. You take a shot here on the first play?
You know I'm big on that. I love when I have great field position. After a turnover, I feel like I might have a little bit off balance. I prefer to take a shot, but a lot of coaches will tell you, you only do it if you trust the guy who's got the football in his hands. Meaning, if it's not there, he won't force it downfield and maybe turn into an interception. He'll go to the check down, go to a second option, and go ahead and take the play that's in front of him.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10.
No.
Get it.
Looking to throw. Gordon. Blitz coming, and down he goes. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The fall following the sack. They'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. 2nd and 13. They're connecting here with DJ Shark. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing. And they got it done.
Let's go now. 60 outlaw.
Watch the curve. Watch the curve. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping.
Now.
They'll try and run forward with Fournette. And he's able to pick up the 1st down here before he goes down at the 26. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. Back to throw. Gordon, flush to his right. That's complete. It's Collins. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A 14-yard 1st down pickup for the Jaguars.
Check. Crunch. Crunch. Crunch.
Fournette, a 1st down carry. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
57 the mic. 57.
Here's 2nd and 8. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Carl Lawson able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Looking to throw. Gordon. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. Another good drive, Charles, but it looks like another that might end in a field goal try.
They've made some nice plays. They've given themselves opportunities. But as you noted, another field goal attempt coming up. And that's not how they want to end drives. They've got to figure out what's the final touch that they need to push it across the goal line.
Yeah, still yet to find the end zone. So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goal is probably not what they were hoping for.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
The Bengals drive about to get going, and it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him, but whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
5.
Mike Fofo. 44 is the mic. 44 is the mic.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Open man is Ross, complete. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down.
At their own 20-yard line.
Ready?
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And their two drives thus far both led to points, albeit both field goals, so the lead just 6-0, but the ability to move the ball is evident.
Well, that's, heartening, as they say, but it's not what they're about. What they're about is putting the ball in the end zone and putting sixes on the board. So if you're the offensive coordinator, you like what you're doing, but you don't love it. You've got to find a way to ring that bell. Then you can have a little self-satisfied grin. Right now, a little more determination is needed.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well. AFC title game, second quarter action. 2 minutes to play. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Come on, baby, let's go. Get excited. Let's go.
A reminder, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report. In a bit, the coach is with us per usual. As we start to look ahead, Charles, rush coming, and he's taken down. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon.
Hey, Haywood.
57. Mike, 57. Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again.
Now.
2nd and 15. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Back to throw. Gordon under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And the Jaguars send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. This will be fielded at the 17. Great blocking, nearly sprung in there. 28-yard return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half. So this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. On play action, they'll throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion.
43 is the mark.
Hey, exit.
Back to throw here. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Here's Matt Hawk now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback.
Ready, set.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25.
50, plant.
Rush in, rush in, rush in.
A final shot before break. Gordon throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. So we come upon halftime in the AFC title game. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports halftime report. One more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Carl Lawson able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Looking to throw. Gordon. That one complete. He finds Sharp. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 63 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. They'll toss it to Fournette. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here.
Hey, 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 hey. 6-6, pull it high. Hurry, hurry, go.
57 to Mike.
Check. Yo, go.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. They'll run it again with Fournette. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. And it looks like a pickup of 6. That leaves them with 7 yards to go on 3rd down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. The first carry for the Utah man now, it's Joe Williams. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Scampering home from 19 yards out. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown, because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time, they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done. The Bengals drive about to get going. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them. They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger. But no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing. And try and get back to where you were to start the half. Now a play fake here on first down. Going deep downfield for Ross. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off down at the 2. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game. But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later? Who would that be? That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
Brings up second and 12 at the 16-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12.
General West.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
Let's go now. 10-2 stop.
Go.
Operating from the gun, Gordon. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. Well, holding on to the lead at this stage in the second half, those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coaches and your teammates. But the other part, you've got to learn how to finish. The 2 F's for a rookie quarterback.
Once again, they run with Mixon. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. A first carry now for Kofrani Muhammad. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. An 8-yard touchdown run as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And it's now 13-7. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
57's Mike 57. Watch the run. Watch the run.
Now.
Throwing on 1st down. Gordon. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
Yeah, this will get them all the way inside of Jacksonville's 10. A big play there for Cincinnati. 62 yards on the ground. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 1 quarter remains for the right to go on to the Super Bowl. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They go again with Muhammad, and he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the afternoon, as his guys are an extra point away now from taking the lead here in the fourth. A very important extra point there, up and good, and they have taken the lead here in this fourth quarter. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This one fielded at the 5. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
The Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Here we go.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And then finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
You. Check 37, check 37.
Man.
He's tracking. Crash.
What? Squeeze. Go.
Throwing again. Gordon. And he whips that one incomplete there. D.D. Westbrook, his intended receiver. But now it's third down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Hey, Foxtrot.
57, run. Hey, defense, let's go.
And the blitz does come. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And he goes out of bounds just shy. Of the 45.
12 yards. That's good for a Jaguars first down.
This quarterback now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10.
Kill.
80 weapon.
Check. Fresno.
Ready.
Fournette running out of the gun. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
Come on, 7-yard game. And the Jaguars first down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Off play action. Gordon. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Carl Lawson, who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's got the hook up with Conley. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
The Jaguars on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 7. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Jaguars on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, Gordon. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. 2nd and 9 now. And this one complete to Smith. Second catch of this AFC title game, but he's got a first down.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? That sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. And an alley to run. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Joe Mixon, 57 yards. And the Bengals are going to jump back in front. Bullock good on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This is taken at the 3. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game,
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Carlos Dunlap in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Back to throw. Gordon. That's out to his running back, Fournette. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. They'll get a couple yards on that one. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a one-score game. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going.
Hey, team 6.
Looking to throw. Gordon. Now a desperation throw deep. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said. 3rd and long, got to push it downfield and try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
X3, 218. Ready?
They'll run on first down. Muhammad, he'll have a first down inside the 10. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A great play there. Saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Bengals use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Ready up.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
Let's go.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
Get it.
To throw again. Gordon. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Back to throw. Gordon. Oliver, the tight end, making the catch. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Kill. 61, matchbox lights.
Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
And up, 30 base. 5. 22 top bombers. Snap.
Off the play fake. Gordon. And he completes it to Westbrook. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a first down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Gordon. forced out to his left. Gordon loses the football. It's loose. And the Bengals grab it. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
Should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
He'll look to throw. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining.
Ready, break. Hey, Haywood.
March 43. March 43. All day, every day.
Go.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. Andy Isabella was the intended target, but it's going to be second down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. They'll let this go for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And that will write a finish to this ball game. Charles, let's focus for a second on the losing side. In a couple months, they may look back and say, wow, it was a great season. But right now, I guarantee they're feeling no sugarcoating on this one.
And you can already see the T-shirts at training camp next year, can't you? Unfinished business. Because they've got to find a way to motivate these guys to go through all the same pain, right? All the same tough stuff,